Yes, hello, Jeremy. This is Ray. I wanted to make this short video going over your new website with you. As you can see, it looks very different compared to the last time you looked at it. I went back to the drawing board and completely redid the site. What I've done is I've added a carbon fiber background. This is the home page, and you can see that the home page has a really nice carbon fiber background. I also have your logo on top here. I have your phone number to the right. You can see that right below that you have your navigation bar, and I have a really nice hover effect. When you put your mouse over any of these items, a subcategory will drop down, so you can go to any specific subcategory. So for example, brakes, you can go to master cylinders, brake kits, spindle kits. Same thing with accessories, you can go to any subcategory. Now underneath the navigation bar, we have an intro slider. So your home page has basically a slideshow which we can have different headlines, maybe an introduction on different various services you offer, customization, parts. And so I just have I have 6 dummy slides already set up to kind of show you how it will look, and it would be very helpful if you actually gave me some direction on what you want this slideshow to say. Maybe provide me with, hey, I want one slide to say this with this picture, I want another slide to say that with this other picture. So if you provide me a little bit of guidance on what you want each slide to say, I can update this for you. But it's a really terrific feature because right from the beginning when you land on the home page, you have a really nice modern look, and you're presented with basically a presentation in the form of a slideshow of the different parts and services you offer. Now, when you scroll down, you'll see that below the slideshow, you have a carousel that goes through various random products, and I have it set right now to pull from all of the categories. I can actually have this area set to pull from categories of products that are on sale. So for example, if you want to make a category and display all of your products that are on sale, we can have that display here. Or we can have it pull from just the brake category. So basically my idea is when somebody lands on the home page, they're immediately presented with your logo, your phone number, the navigation. They can go to any section that they choose. They're presented with a slideshow, a really nice introduction of Fisher Brothers and what you guys specialize in. And then underneath we have a carousel that's pulling from random products from all of the categories, the brakes, the accessories, the suspension. So this is a really nice feature here. And then you have your social icons for your Facebook, Twitter, all on the left side, and this is static. This always stays on every page. And I think it's a really nice touch because you have your Facebook and Twitter links to the side, and it's not taking up any prime real estate on the website. It's nicely tucked to the side here. Now, you also have a translation feature. I've worked this in. I don't know if you want to keep it or not, but it's a nice feature nowadays to have. If you have anybody that's Spanish speaking or French or German, they can translate the site into that language. Now, that will not pertain to images. It will, however, pertain to text. And then you also have a shopping cart tally up here. So as you browse the site and add items to your shopping cart, this will keep an ongoing tally. Say for example you're a repeat customer. Let's say that you've ordered parts on this website before. Well, guess what? When you come here, if you log in, you'll be able to actually log in and continue shopping on a different day, and you don't have to re-enter your information in over and over again. So your customers can come to the site, order, and then come back a month later, and instead of having to re-enter all of their shipping or billing information over again, they can just log in and the website remembers all of their information. Now the neat thing is, you as the administrator can always log into your back panel and you'll be able to see all of your customers that have ordered in the past, their order history, the total amount that they've spent with you. You'll have their email addresses if you want to do some follow-up marketing. So as people order, as they register for a user account to order parts from from your website, their information is saved in a back panel for you to do some marketing to. And again, these are all some terrific features that I've worked into the site, and that's the most important part, Jeremy, is having an e-commerce site that has all of these features. The cosmetic aspect of the site, such as background, colors, things like that, those are very easily changeable anytime. But I wanted to make sure you had all the powerful e-commerce features you need. Now let's go to any random category. We'll go to, for example, master cylinders. Now when you go to master cylinders, you'll notice that you have all of the master cylinders here, okay? And you can even click here and have a different view. So you can have a view with a description, or you can have a view with just a thumbnail picture and the part number and price. Now right now everything says free because you didn't provide me with prices, so that's something that's very easy for you to change. However, keep in mind that the prices are very easy for you to update using the back panel that I'll set up for you. Basically, the back panel is set up like a store management area. When you log in, you're presented with a summary of all the orders you've had for the day, all the orders you've had for the month, the number of products you have, and also you can click on all of your products, go to each one and edit the description, edit the basically edit the price, edit the pictures. So the back panel, once I set that up for you, when I move it over to your domain, it's very easy for you to update the prices. I have a couple dummy prices here on 2 items. Now before I show you the order process, I want to go over the aspect of the sub pages. As you can see, the sub pages follow the same design outlay of the home page with the carbon fiber background. I think it looks very nice. And also you have the carbon fiber navigation button. So basically up here you have the entire navigation button with all navigation bar with all of the categories, and then to the side you also have a navigation bar with the main categories here. And the idea is, you know, as people go through the site, they scroll down. It's very easy for them to then click on one of these items to go to a different section of the website instead of having to scroll all the way back up here and go, you know, have to use the navigation bar. So having 2 navigation bars is basically just to have ease of use, ease of navigation for your prospects. And then you have your eBay store link here. So if somebody clicks on this, they'll be taken to your eBay store. And so what I did is I have this graphic here linked to your eBay store, which opens up in a new window. And the reason to have it open up in a new window is we don't want to take people away from the site. So when someone clicks on this button, a new window will open up. They'll be taken to your eBay store. Now you'll also notice as you browse the website, you have this little guy right here, this little tab that follows you everywhere. And the reason I did that is because let's say someone's looking at a part, they have a quick question, this thing is right here. No matter what page they're on or where they're on the page, the Got Questions tab is right here. So as soon as a question pops to mind, they can click here and they can fill out their question and send it over to you. So that's just ease of use for your web visitors to be able to ask you questions very easily. And it helps to invite them to ask you a question. When this guy's following them around, if a question pops to mind, they're more likely to send you an email, and that starts the process of them hopefully buying an item from your website. Now let's go to this item right here. We'll click on this. And one thing that I mentioned to you already is that you'll notice the picture is a little distorted, and the reason is that you didn't provide me with actual pictures. You provided me with the MBM catalog, and then I had to go and basically crop screen capture each picture out of the catalog. And when you do that, the pictures are very distorted. They're not the highest quality, and that's unavoidable, Jeremy. There's nothing I can do about that. I actually spent a lot more time extracting pictures than I would have liked, but I had no other choice. Now, when you do get pictures from your manufacturer, say normal JPEGs, it will look much better. What I have is I have a feature that allows you to scroll your mouse over the image and look at it in detail. But again, if you had better quality images to start with, this little feature would look even better. So you can either click here and view a larger picture, or you can click your mouse and just hover over the item to see a larger picture. And that's a really nice feature I spent a lot of time on setting up for you, because a lot of your parts are very detailed, so it's helpful for someone to just scroll their mouse and look at a detailed view. So this is stuff that I spent a lot of time on, and I think it'll make for a better e-commerce site. And also, you have here, you can add whatever number of quantity that you want. Let's say you want 2, we'll add 2, add to cart, and all of a sudden you notice that your cart changes. Now we have $1.99. You can add this to your wish list, and what a wish list is basically, a wish list is when a prospect comes to your site and they're just window shopping, they can start a wish list. They'll have to register for a free user account, and then they can create a wish list so that as they come back and browse over your different products, they'll be able to create kind of like a little shopping list, and that way they can always remember the products that they want to order. Kind of keep an ongoing wish list of items they want to order in the future. And it helps you because when you log into your back panel, you can view everybody's wish list. So just imagine the marketing potential there. Let's say you log into your back panel, you go through each one of your registered users, and you see one of them has a wish list with a ton of parts for brakes. You can send them an email with a coupon code saying, hey, I noticed that you have a lot of brake kits in your shopping, in your wish list. Here's a coupon code for 10% off this weekend. Why don't you go ahead and place the order? So having this wish list feature is very convenient for your website visitors because they can keep an ongoing list of items they're interested in, and you as the website owner, it gives you a great marketing opportunity to log in, view everybody's wish list, and then send them enticements to get them to order. You have an area here for a full description. So each part can have a full description. Now, right now it just says description because I need you to actually log in and enter a couple paragraphs of details for each product. I'm not an expert in the automotive industry, so I don't know what to put. But you can put whatever you want in the description. We also have a comments area, so people can leave comments, which is very helpful in marketing. So if somebody's ordered this part, they can leave a comment such as, hey, I ordered this part, looks, it came in just on time, it's exactly what I needed. And it's very similar to eBay and, people being able to leave feedback for you on eBay. So same thing. And also you have your social icons, which is helpful. So people can send this to their Facebook page, their Twitter page. Helps you get a little bit of word of mouth advertising. And then also down here we have related products. So if you're looking at this item, you'll see other related items in the same category, which is really nice. And then let's go ahead and go through the checkout feature. Let's say you have these two items you want to check out. So let's go ahead and do a checkout really quick. We have 2 of these master cylinders in our shopping cart. We can go ahead and click continue to check out. So let's go ahead and do a checkout right now. Now when you're doing a checkout, you can either register for an account or do a guest. We'll do a guest checkout. You can put your name. So we've gone ahead and filled out all of my information to do a test purchase. Now we'll go ahead, and you can also have a separate shipping address if you want. I've worked that option in for your prospects. You can add a special comment for your order if you need to. Right now I have you set up to accept payments with PayPal since I know you have a PayPal account. And basically the website is ready to take orders. Right now my PayPal information is in there to test, but all I need to do is put your information and we're ready to go. So you confirm your order and then you continue. And then you can check out, which I won't do now. So this concludes the video regarding your website. I look